everybody, it's Reckless and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. It's reset day and that means it is T12 Tuesday and this is episode 12 where I show you guys all of the best gear that you need to grab from the vendors in order to achieve tier 12. But before we get into the video, if you guys enjoy it, hitting that like button and giving your opinion in the comment section below would be greatly appreciated. So, what's T12 you ask? Well, I put a link in the description. That way you can actually you guys can check that video out because it explains tier 12 in depth. But in short, you want to grab any piece of gear that is 97% or higher for the stats and perks you are looking for. So, currently you are looking at Destiny Item Manager. You can either use this or Tower Ghost to find out which gear you actually have that is T12 equivalent. I will put a link in the description to both of those as well. However, I like using Destiny Item Manager. And this is actually the vendor section. So, we are actually going to go look at this gear right now. So as for Shiro 4, which is the Vanguard Scout at the Iron Temple, we have a 98% Hunter Cloak, which has Intellect and Strength. It also has Pulse Rifle Focus, Machine Gun Focus, as well as Crucible Champion. So definitely pick that up. Going down to the Titan Vanguard, which is Zavala, we have a 97% Titan Boots with Intellect and Strength, and this also has Sniper Rifle ammo, Rocket Launcher ammo, as well as Void Double Down. So for all you Bubble Titans, go ahead and grab that. Moving on, we also have a 98% Ghost from Lord Zavala, which has Intellect and Strength, and it also has Spin Metal Sensor, Spin Metal Extractor, as well as Ether Seeds. Let's see, moving on down to our awesome buddy Cade 6. We have 99% Hunter Gauntlets with Intellect and Discipline, as well as Fastball, Impact Induction, and Auto Rifle Loader. Anything else? Yes, he has a 100% Ghost, which has Intellect and Strength. I'm sorry, Intellect and Discipline. And this Ghost has Worm Spore Sensor, Worm Spore Extractor, as well as Network Tap. Moving down to our awesome Warlock Vanguard, she only has one piece of gear at 97%, which is a Warlock chest piece with Discipline and Strength on it. It also has Scout Rifle ammo, Fusion Rifle ammo, Arc Burn Defense, and Arc Armor. So, we are going to go over both Quartermasters at the end, because there definitely is a couple of weapons, as well as a couple of factions that are actually pretty good that you may want to take a look at. So, Eris Morn, as well as Varix, does not have any gear that is T12 equivalent. However, if we move down to Future War Cult, Lashmi has a couple pieces of gear, starting with this Warlock Bond at 98% with Discipline and Strength. It also has Pulse Rifle Focus, Sidearm Focus, as well as Crucible Champion. And she also has 98% Hunter Boots with Discipline and Strength. It also has Fusion Rifle ammo, Rocket Launcher ammo, and Arc Double Down. Let's see, does she have anything else? No, she doesn't. Moving down to Dead Orbit, we have a 98% Hunter Gauntlets with Discipline and Strength. It also has Fastball, Impact Induction, Shotgun Loader. Let's see what else. And Arak Jalal also does have a 100% Ghost with Discipline and Strength. It also has Helium Filament Sensor, Helium Extractor, as well as Blue Polyphage. So definitely grab that 100% if you want. Moving on down to New Monarchy, we have a couple pieces of gear. We have a Warlock Bond at 98% with Intellect and Strength. It also has Auto Rifle Focus, Shotgun Focus, and Crucible Champion. Then we have a Titan Mark. I was looking at the Titan Mark when I was talking about the Warlock Bond. The Titan Mark has Discipline and Strength on it, as well as Scout Rifle Focus, Machine Gun Focus, Crucible Champion, And moving down to the Warlock helmet at 99%. This has discipline and strength on it. It also has hands-on, second thoughts, and invigoration. Moving on down to the Crucible handler, which is Lord Shax. We have 98% boots for the hunter, as well as a 98% gauntlets for the Titan. So as for the boots, we have discipline and strength, as well as sniper rifle ammo, rocket launcher ammo, arc double down, and also capture king. As for the hunter gauntlets, the Titan gauntlets, it is discipline and strength, as well as para muscle armature, impact induction, and sidearm loader. Let's see, moving on down. If you go to the Iron Temple, Tyra Karn actually has a over 100% Memory of Felwinter. And if you guys don't know what the Memory of Felwinter does, it makes you lose your super, but gain 1 extra grenade and melee charge, and small boost to all stats. Orbs grant melee and grenade energy. This actually has intellect, discipline, and strength on it. Now, with this artifact, you can possibly reach tier 13 or even 14, just because it's just so beefy. So moving down to the speaker. Speaker does not have any gear that is tier 12. And if you buy an exotic armor from your blueprints, or if you already have an exotic that you're not using, and when Zerg comes on Friday, you can use glass needles to re-roll that to possibly get a 100% roll. I know I've done it, and yeah, it actually does work. So moving back up to the top, there are a couple of weapons that we actually do want to talk about, and we will start with future war cults. So for this week, since the roles do change on a weekly basis, we will look at the Waltz, and the Waltz has Reflex, Sure Shot IS, OEG, Armor Piercing Rounds, Hip Fire, Perfect Balance, Eye of the Storm, and Rodeo. It's an okay Waltz, definitely not one I would pick up. However, let's look at the Wormwood now. The Wormwood, which obviously is the sidearm that's very popular, has True Sight IS, Fast Draw IS, Quick Draw IS, High Caliber Rounds, Snapshot, Hand Loaded, Zen Moment, and Rangefinder. Truthfully, I would probably use High Caliber Rounds, Zen Moment, and Rangefinder for PvE, and I would switch it with Hand Loaded for PvP. The rest of the faction gear isn't really that exciting, so if I'm correct, let's actually go look at the Vanguard Quartermaster real quick first. For the Vanguard Quartermaster, a couple of weapons. First off being the Parthian Shot, which is a pulse rifle. Parthian Shot has Red Dot, ORA2, Sure Shot IS, OEG. Then we also have Secret Round, Partial Refund, Small Bore, Lightweight, as well as Glass Half Full. This is okay exotic. Okay roll on the Parthian Shot, but definitely not one that you need to get immediately. Definitely should pass on that. After the Teacup Tempest, we have Steady Hand IS, Sure Shot IS. So at least that's a good sight. Quick Draw IS, Relentless Tracker, Cascade, Snapshot, High Caliber Rounds, and Rangefinder. Definitely an okay roll, but I definitely would prefer the Wormwood this week over the Teacup Tempest, but it's all up to you. Now moving down to the Crucible Quartermaster. We are actually going to look at the Event Horizon first. And the Event Horizon is a legendary sniper rifle. This has Hawkeye, Short Gaze, Taxis, Triple Tap, Mulligan, skip rounds, as well as cascade mag and hidden hand. Now this is okay roll, could be a little bit better if it did have snapshot in it, but short gaze and hidden hand definitely makes it a contender. However, there are still better exotics. I'm sorry, there are still better legendary weapons out there with better rolls. So if you guys want this and you don't have a sniper rifle, it's definitely a good thing to start her off with, but definitely not a go-to, you know, this week. And the last weapon we're actually going to talk about is the palindrome roll. So this week on the palindrome we have True Sight IS, Fast Draw IS, Quick Draw IS, Relentless Tracker, Last Resort, Hammer Forged, Lightweight, as well as Hidden Hand. Now this is okay roll on the palindrome. I feel last week's was a lot better because you had short shot, rifle barrel, outlaw, and reactive reload. I actually feel like that's a better roll than this palindrome itself, but if you want a palindrome that has hidden hand, by all means go ahead and grab this. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see as a future video on breaking the fourth wall. Feedback from you guys is great because it really helps the channel to grow. Thank you guys for all of your support. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time.